Hello, hello. Take two. Hello, guys. Not sure what happened. I went to swipe something and it completely did away with the live feed on Facebook. I saw that YouTube was still going. Let me know that you can hear me and see me, and let's do this again. Take two. Hello. Braun, I agree. It has been very weird. Very, very, very weird. So I've had issues the last couple days with my computer internet being really super slow. Hi, Karen. Hopefully you can see me now. Hopefully you can see the picture. I thought it was on my end. No, on my end, obviously. So glad to see you guys back. Thanks for rejoining me. I'm going to try and move some of this stuff out of the way so that I can see you guys. Nothing happening? Hopefully you guys can still see me. I can see in here. Thank you, Heather. There I am again. Yes, Facebook, it all froze at the same time as soon as I hit something. Yeah, so Kathy, I'm back on YouTube. Again, not sure what happened, but let's move on from that. I'll just go back and delete our little minor whatever on YouTube. Lost you, but now I have you back. Thank you, Carol. Glad to be back. It is 7:10 on a Monday, just another manic Monday, right? And we're back. I see, and we're back. Don't know if you got the message, but I got my package. I did not, Linda, but thank you so much for letting me know. Glad you got it. Wonderful, Carol. Thanks for letting me know you can see me and hear me. I'm on my 8th cup of water today. Gonna choke it down. Actually, I put a little bit of lime juice in it so that it'll go down a little easier. You all of a sudden showed up in my car. Well, Marcia, hello. I would say I'd rather be in your car with you, but not in a rainstorm. I see so many of you guys having snow in the middle of April, and I feel for you. Today it is almost 80 degrees and sunny here. But I left you guys on, hello from France, I'm just passing by, 1 a.m. Patrick, it's so early in France. Not a problem. Thanks for being here. You should probably go to sleep because I know you have teaching. So it's snowing there, Sandra Schmidt. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. So 9:15 Tuesday morning in Brisbane, Australia. Thank you, Vaughn. I always wonder what time it is, and y'all tell me all the time in the membership group when we're doing lessons, what time is it? And I forget. So snow in central Indiana. I object. I object for you, Chris, too. It's crazy, crazy, crazy weather. So as I was saying before we got cut off, hello, Pamela Duxbury. I mailed your goodie giveaway prize to you today. And someone said, finally, no rain in Georgia, right? So, like I said, it was you in your car. It must have flipped. Oh my goodness. Marcia, probably, because I don't know. I'm sitting right here in my studio. Probably an old video, so, and it just switched over. But like I was saying before we got cut off by the internet gremlins, Barb Perkle, thank you very much for the stars. Greatly appreciate that. So on Facebook, you can do stars, and that will be given to the World's Kitchen charity. And I appreciate you donating. I think you can on YouTube somehow, but I honestly don't know how. Don't know how to do that. So I think there's like a little money sign. But anyway, just to let y'all know, snowflakes in Wisconsin. Oh my goodness. So sorry, guys. It is, hi Cindy and Nezazan, how are you? So when I left you guys, I was on a roll doing all these Facebook Lives, and we were creating pages. So I don't know if you remember one of the last pages we created, I did the background, and then I came back in and did the, okay, something is tickling my nose. Does that mean someone's talking about you, or does that mean when your ears itch, someone's talking about you? So I completed that page live with you guys with a bunch of different techniques. And then we had crazy weather, like rain and tornadoes around the area, thunderstorms, power on and off. And it was just a little cray-cray. So Diane Ricker, first time watcher from Atlanta. Well, welcome, Diane. I'm not that far from you. About an hour and a half south of the Atlanta airport, south of Macon, Georgia. So happy that you're here. We had snow in Ohio. Oh my goodness, Peg. So sorry. So again, if you do not see, Peg, Brandawai, and Chris, let me know what e-packets you want. On the first live stream that I started tonight, y'all were the first to comment, so I will send you an e-packet of your choice. So, along with the storms, I did have a great Easter, Julie, thank you. It was wonderful. It was quiet, again. My kiddos couldn't be with us this year, so it was quiet, but we'll see them next month at my niece's wedding. So my mom always said, when your nose tickles, you're going to kiss a fool. Well, I've never heard that, Sandra Schmidt, but I'll kiss my hubby. How about that? He's no fool, but hi, Faye. Hi, Cindy Eversaw. You look fabulous, amazing artist and great on camera. Thank you, Dawn. I so miss you. I see a little thing pop up, but I'm not going to touch it because that's what I think cut us off before. I miss you. Next time you go to visit Ashley, let me know because I'm going to jump on that plane with you. Get a little sand in my toes, but I sure do miss seeing you. Hi, Katie. I have never heard that. I thought it was like someone was going to come visit. Hi, Jeannie Marshall. Michelle, I miss you. I miss you. Hi, Connie Larson. I have missed being on and missed y'all while I was away. Like I said, I jumped on with my membership group. When the storms kind of struck and I couldn't do all the giveaways yesterday, I posted all the winners for all the giveaways that we had. Right before I left and with the storms. So make sure to go to my page and look at the winners. And I've already shipped off many of the giveaway prizes. So they're heading your way. If I have not gotten your address and your name's on that post from yesterday, let me know and I will get them back. Yes, I'm back, Carrie. I'm back. Y'all can't keep me away. Thank you, Letitia, for letting me know you can see me. It means you are going to come see you. That's right. Yes, I've heard that you're going to have company. Could have freeze later this week. Nose itch, someone is coming. I've heard that as well. That's funny. Isn't it funny how we hear different things or that I'm going to have company? I'd love company. I have several friends that need to come visit. Hello, Wendy Warner. Did you see on my post yesterday that you actually won one of the giveaways? Go over and look and message me and I will send off your package. So hello, Carol Gonzi, and booked hotel room for Vegas. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I hope you get all that worked out. Linda, I'm excited to be going to Vegas in August for SDP. Watching from far Northern California with dilated eyes, which is annoying. Oh, Beth, I'm so sorry. I don't know, my eyes today, like I was painting up a storm, trying to get some deadlines done. And then all of a sudden, they was like out of focus. And so I realized that I had not had a lot of water since yesterday. So I started pounding my water and that helped. So, but dilated eyes are not fun, right? Hi, Glenna. We're all heading to your house. Cindy, come on. Come on. All right, guys, it's 7:18. And with our little snafu, with the Facebook Live and having to restart, we're going to get started because I have tons to share with you. So like I mentioned with the lives that I was doing right before I left to go to the art materials show in Orlando, saw so many friends. It was wonderful to see my Deco Art peeps, my Dynasty family peeps, and so many friends in the industry. But I have to say it was also a little weird. Like I kind of felt like I was in the Twilight Zone most of the days. You know, we're still in the middle of a pandemic. massive destruction going on in Ukraine, and not having traveled for 2 years other than to a convention and teaching in Port St. Lucie and visiting Miami and Key West. This was the first time to be at a trade show where I was around, a bunch of people, and I met so many incredible people and saw so many friends. It was so nice. I wish I'd had a little more time to walk around. I did get to walk around and see some of the new products that are coming out for many companies. I have some that are coming to me in the mail. I cannot wait to play around with those and share those with y'all. But I am going to share, starting this Sunday, I'm going to share a new product with you guys from DecoArt. And then we'll do a couple of videos and lives with some of the other products that came out. So I'm going to pan down in just a minute and share that with you guys. I'm going to be in and out, going to fix dinner. No problem, Cindy. Any idea when the new paints will be out? Linda Safranco, very soon. I actually got my hands on them because I went to the show. So I was able to get my hands on the new DecoArt colors. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. So my favorite, because I'm a hot pink, Fuchsia Pop. Hello. Is that not a gorgeous color? So very soon, as soon as I hear, I'll let y'all know. And I'm going to be brushing those out really soon for you guys because they're beautiful, trendy, gorgeous colors. So I will be sharing those with y'all soon. Watching and cutting romaine lettuce for dinner. Well, that sounds like rabbit food, Norma Jean. Enjoy. Hello, Lisa. Monday night is red curry for us, Thai curry. So we usually do that on Monday night. So let me see if I can get this other screen. I want to make sure I'm seeing my YouTube comments as well. Like I said, we're streaming on both live YouTube and on my Sadie McTeer Designs page. Thanks, Diane. Yes, was weird. It just kind of cut off. So we're back. Okay, let's get started because I could sit here and ramble all day and y'all don't need to listen to me ramble, right? So let's move that out of the way. Okay, so like I mentioned, I'm going to be sharing some new products with you guys starting this Sunday. One of the products I'm going to, I have many, but the first product I'm going to share with you guys this Sunday, on Sundays in the Studio with Sandy, is Water Marbling by DecoArt. Now, I have to say, I had so much fun demoing this product at the show. There is so much you can do with this product, not just marble paper. And excuse the janky nails and paint on my hands. I've been painting all day. But Sunday, we're going to be playing around. I'm going to show you how to create some cool things with the Water Marbling by DecoArt. And let me just say, I have a cool giveaway, okay? So that will be Sunday at, oh goodness, what time? It is going to be 3 o'clock Eastern, okay? The other cool products that came out with DecoArt are wax effects. Now, I'm going to be sharing and showing you guys how I use these. I helped create this product, which I'm super excited about. But if you know anything about encaustic art, encaustic wax painting, this mimics the look of encaustic without having to use hot wax. This is an acrylic based product and it is amazing. Okay, so we'll be doing some things on that soon. And then also my next favorite colors, I love these colors, but my next favorite product is actually DecoArt's Impasto. So these are a very heavy bodied acrylic. I mean, let me just show you these guys. They are beautiful. So I'm gonna show you how thick. I mean, hello. So they create such amazing texture. You can brush them out thin, but you can really load up that palette knife or brush and create amazing texture in your paintings. So I will definitely be doing some lives using these as well. All right, so very, very, very soon. And I'm not going to look at the comments because I know I will get distracted, but I promise I will go back and look and answer any questions. So I did see someone say, what are the stars? So on YouTube, and it doesn't look like they're there anymore. They were on the first thing, but you can do stars, and that money goes to my charity of choice, which is the World's Kitchen. So these are the new colors. So these are the new DecoArt colors. I'm just going to fan them out. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with these. I have to say I nicked them. Sorry, DecoArt. From the show I was just at. I was able to pick up the colors. Thank you, Stacy Lake. And some of the new products. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. So the new colors, and I will be brushing those out and sharing those soon with you guys. Like I mentioned, my favorite color is that fuchsia pop, and probably my second is crystal blue, which is very similar to Bahama blue, but a little softer. So I'm definitely going to be using those, no doubt. So, alrighty, let's see, looking forward to hearing about the new products. I cannot wait to share all about them. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, so what I wanted to do tonight, I got some new stamps in. And I know I have done something along the lines, but I had a lot of questions after I did it last time. So I thought I would do something and show and share how you can create some really cool backgrounds, whether you're working on a mixed media piece or in an art journal. I'm going to show you two different ways. But I got these really cool Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous stamps in. They are up on my website, and if you use that discount code, everyone but my membership group, you have your own amazing discount code that will get you a better discount than anywhere. But anyway, I wanted to show you how you can create a really cool background, and you can do it straight on your surface. So you could do it straight on your surface. Like here, I just have this canvas panel, and I base coated it with warm white and mixed in with a little bit of multi-purpose sealer, okay? Just to get a little base on that wood surface. Are they not to die for, guys? Oh, thank you, Linda Safranco. I appreciate that. Thank you for sending the stars. These stamps are amazing. I have to say, this one I didn't even know existed till Tracy Moreau told me about it, and I said, I have to see if I can get that. So I was able to get these. They're up on my website. They're super cool. I'm going to show you a couple things to do. So like I did before, I created on some paper. Now this is, let's see if I have the pack right here. Where did my pack go? It is Japanese rice paper. Okay, let me see where I put that pack. So there's another piece. I thought I had my pack of paper out, but I guess I don't. So basically this is rice paper, and you can get it on Amazon. I just put in Japanese rice paper. It's got a little bit of a slick side and a textured side. That's a little rough. If I find my pad, I will show you guys because I thought I had it. But we're going to create on this first, and then I'm going to add it to that surface. And then I'm going to show you a really cool way to do just a journal page. So let me see if I can get that in the shot, all of it. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to use, let's go to, this is one of my favorites. This one is French Marketplace. And again, I'm going to, I will go back and look at any of the comments, okay, guys? Because I know myself, if I sit here and look at them, I'm going to be on here for 4 hours. So I'm using a Stays On ink pad, okay? Now, a Stays On ink pad, you can also get the refill from Amazon. So if you just put in stays on black ink pad or whatever ink pad you have for refill, you can get that refilled. And you don't have to have 20 of them like I do. So basically, oh, my finger is wet. So we're going to ink up that pad, and I'm going to switch out papers because I don't want any water spot on that. And so I just inked up that stamp, and I'm going to lay it down, kind of going off the paper and then on. Okay, so not real dark, which is great. All right, and then I will do it again. And I'm just going to put it over here. And you can go all directions. You can do one there. You can decide, oh, I want to put, you know, that same thing or just part of it there. And then I'm going to switch to, let's do this circle. And I usually don't use a block. I don't know why, but it does fit on the top of the Stays On ink pad. Did you guys know that? You can put your stamps right on there. Now, ink is always going to stick better to ink. So if you're like, oh, I'm not sure if that's going to give me an image that I want, try it on a scrap piece of paper first if you want to. But I'm just going to put that there and there. And let's put it there. And then let's take some butterflies. So basically, we're just going to create some collage paper. What I love about collage paper in my using it for a background is, you know, if I were to do this on the surface, what's there is there. On paper, you can tear it. You can decide, oh, I only want, you know, part of this or part of that, or I don't want the whole background covered. So I'm just going to use pieces and parts of. And so again, that's one thing I love about using that, that paper to create my collage. So again, a little butterfly action going on there. Let's get some of this script. Now these bigger ones, of course, aren't going to fit well on a block unless you have a bigger, like a Stampendous block. But I'm just going to rub that ink on. I did ink my ink pad up just a little bit before we started. And again, you don't have to use the whole stamp. This is quite a large stamp. I'm only going to use part of it. And then I'm going to turn it sideways. Use that part. Okay, and then maybe a little down here. All right. And I love, love, love this one. Okay, so this is from the Marketplace. Let's see what the name of that one is again. French Marketplace. It's just beautiful. Okay, we'll put some there. Oop, I didn't stamp that well, but that's all right. Put some there. We're going to turn that stamp this way. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, let's get another butterfly. Let's do this one. So when I was in Key West, I went to the Butterfly Nature Conservatory. Oh my goodness gracious, the butterflies were amazing. Got tons of pictures, and actually was working on a piece today with one of the butterflies. Oh, is that not such a pretty stamp? It's gorgeous. All right, let's overlap. See, again, that's the great thing about working on paper. You can overlap and create that that collage paper, and it's unique, it's your own. Now I have to say, if you like that, you love it, you want to do something else with it, but you're afraid you're not going to be able to recreate it, scan that in, take a picture of it, print it off on regular computer paper, and you can use it over and over and over again. What I do love about this rice paper is it's pretty transparent, so when you add it to a surface, you can see what's underneath, which I love. Whereas computer paper, sometimes it just is too white. You're not gonna be able to see what's underneath, okay? So I did get a new stencil. I got a couple new stencils. This is one of them. And I'm just gonna use this houndstooth and ink with my DecoArt Stencil Pro brush. which will lead me to our first giveaway, which is for a 1-inch, a 3/4, and a 3/8 Stencil Pro brushes. All you have to do is like, comment, and share. If you put a piece of fun foam under your paper, you'll get a better image from your stamps. Awesome, Jennifer. And I'm working on a rubber silicone mat. But I have to say, if I wanted, like if I were doing something and I wanted that crisp, I would make sure that my stamp is inked and use it on a scrap piece of paper to make sure that it is exactly the way I want it. On here, I'm not too fussed about it. Okay, so I just push that right into my ink pad. And I'm gonna do a little bit of that houndstooth pattern there. And then let's come up here and do a little bit. And again, just kind of overlapping it here and there. Oh, I love that. All righty. Now, this is totally off subject, but I got something in the mail and a couple of months ago, and I think I probably even shared it with you guys, but the Simon Hurley stamping foam blocks. Y'all, if you've not used these before, this one, even though there's an image there, it's not really there. These are amazing. So you're going to take your, my favorite heat it tool, whatever embossing tool, heat tool. Can you use paint instead of ink to create? Yes, Glenna, and I have a video on YouTube showing just that. It talks about creating collage paper. Hi, Betty. So good to see you on. So Linda Safranco, I know you mentioned that you sent stars. Did you send stars on this live or on the other one? I hate that we had to start over again, but just so thankful that you guys came back. Okay, so that's pretty warm. What we're going to do now is I'm going to push in a stamp while it's warm. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. And let's push another one in. Let's do, where's that one that I love? There. Oh, nope, I'm going to do this one. Okay, so I'm going to heat up that area. I should have done the whole thing at the same time, but I don't want my butterfly to go away. And the thing is, if you heat it, your design will go away. Okay, and so we will put that one on. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so basically you'll heat up your stamp foam block here and then ink it up. That ink pad is dry. Let's get the one I inked up today. Oh yeah, there we go. So I got these on Amazon. I've seen them quite a bit on YouTube videos and stuff, but I just loved the way they worked. Now, that's with words. Your word is going to come out backwards. Did not realize that because I've only used images. But even with that, then I can come back with my stamp. And again, create and fill in those areas. And I am going to do a little more stenciling. I wish I had grabbed the Flourish stencil, which is my favorite Tim Holtz. This is my favorite stencil of all time. The Tim Holtz Flourish. I have it on my website. All right, let's get a little bit in here. Okay, so we have a custom, unique, one-of-a-kind piece of collage paper, right? That needs something right there. It's too much space for that pattern, so I'm going to use that canceled stamp. And let's put that there. Oh, yeah. Oh, I just love it. Okay. But again, you could see where it would be, what is the block called you heated? So it is Simon Hurley stamping foam. It comes 4 to a pack. Got it on Amazon. There's also one that is a heart, I have to say, which is amazing. And again, you can heat up that heart. I do love that it's like 2 in 1. You could use that, leave your heart shape. You could dip this in paint, ink, heat it up and put a stamp image into it. But the cool thing about it is once you're done, you can heat it up again and reuse it for your next stamp. Okay, so let's pick, I better hurry because I see it's not going to last that long as far as it staying hot. Okay, so on that heart, and then again, ink it up. And the script doesn't matter as much, but like on that Paris is going to be backwards. So let's put that right there. Ooh, loving that. So not real legible, but super cool effect. Okay, and again, you can heat it up and it will go back to being flat, and you can press another stamp into it. All right, now, if I were to create on my surface, my wood panel, like I mentioned, I wouldn't be able to decide where things are gonna go. Like I could do the whole background like that, but what if I like this, but I don't like this? So the cool thing about this paper, again, is you can tear it, just like you can collage paper, and create and put what you want where you want. So I could put that piece there. I really don't like straight lines, so let's do that. And then I'm going to use some DecoArt matte medium. The matte medium, I carry this, my favorite matte medium. My favorite paint to paint with is the Media line, as many of you know. So let's get a big brush. How do you clean this stamp? So Carol, what I did when I was done with the stamp like this and I heated it up, I use, let me see, this cool tool that my friend Laura got me, and it's a stamp scrub. And so I put a little bit of hand sanitizer in there. You can get the ink off that way, but once you heat it up, your design will go away. You can clean it up with that little hand sanitizer. But again, you want to rinse it with soap and water because you don't want it to dry out. All right, I'm going to take a big brush, and this is just matte medium right on top of my surface. I'm going to lay that in place and then go right over it. That stays on ink is not going to bleed, which is why I use it. So stays on ink, any archival ink that's not going to bleed on you. Okay, so you can put that there. Hello, Barb, so good to see you on. Hi, Pat. Hi, Janet. I just purchased those blocks, but have not tried them yet. Oh, Joni, you're gonna love them. They're fun. They're lots of fun to use. So again, I'm just gonna tear another piece of this paper and kind of put it in place. Like I said, I don't really like lines, but I have that like straight right on that edge. That's quite all right. Okay, now my image is not that dark. If it were too dark, I'm going to show you what you can do, but let's dry that first. Hi, Corinne. Oh, no problem, Diane. Thank you so much. There is a share button on YouTube, but I couldn't begin to tell you where it's at. Okay. Again, the cool thing about the matte medium is it will seal that paper. So when I go to put paint over it, there's a little bit of a barrier between that rice paper, but see how transparent it is? You can still see the white underneath. And like I mentioned, I'm going to show you 2 different ways that you can do this to create a really cool, easy background. And I just kind of give it a little touch test. So taking a little bit. Where do you get the rice paper? Suzanne, I got mine on YouTube. So I was trying to see if I could find my pack. I had it and then I didn't have it, so I have 0 clue. It has a bunch of Japanese writing on the front of it, which is not going to tell you much. But literally, like 10 minutes before we went live, I had it in my hand, so I could show you. And I don't see it anywhere. You know when I'm going to find it? I'm going to find it when we get done. And be like, yep, that's it. So I will post a picture of it in the comments. All right. So now that that's dry, one thing I love to do is to come back in with some stamps. Especially, well, hello, we don't want that. Let me show you a really cool trick. Hand sanitizer. Do you see I just put that on upside down? Now, I know there are probably people that are going to go, don't do that. Well, I'm going to do it. So I just want to take a little bit of that image away. It's going to go right down to the paint. There we go. Okay, like it never happened. Check your stamp before you go to put it down, because that one obviously was on upside down. And we don't want that. What I want to show you though is my trick for covering like a background, kind of tone it down a little. So let's get some of that paint back out. Easy peasy, right? Quick fix. So there were a time that would have stressed me out to the max that I completely did that upside down. And I have to say, not so much these days. Guess what? At the end of the day, it's paint or ink, and there's a way to get it off. Hand sanitizer works for many, many things. I got the rice paper on Amazon. So the last time I did this, I used the parchment paper from Jelly Arts. That works as well. Any parchment paper, you just don't want there to be a slickness to it or a shine to it at all. And then I saw something else with rice paper and I thought, ooh, I have to order that because it looks super cool. And I created a background on a piece that I really can't share right now. And I loved it. So I thought I'd jump on and show you guys how to create a cool background with a similar technique. Okay, so we're just gonna put that on. And then let's get another butterfly. So I can just sit here and continue to create and add more stamps if I want to. What I like to do, again, take it from that collage paper. So we don't have a butterfly down here. Let's put a butterfly. All right, there we go. Okay, now what I would do with this piece, if I wanted to paint something on it, right now these are still a little too in your face, right? So I'll take my favorite gesso and I will take my big flat brush, very wet. Okay, and I should take it out with a palette knife, but I'm going to be bad and not do that. So, but you want it inky. So water in my brush, gesso, And I'm just going to take that down a couple notches. So look how that is so subdued compared to this. All right, so nothing too solid or opaque. That gesso can be very opaque, actually. I just want to push it down into the background, back into the background, so that when I paint whatever it is I'm going to paint on it, which I don't know when, but sometime this week I'm going to jump on and show you guys. I'll paint something on it. Not sure what. Tell me what you see, what you think would be cool on here, and then we'll see what comes out of my brush. Again, I'll post that when I'm going to go live, okay? But let's dry that off. Alrighty. Let's see here. Would white gift wrap tissue work? Joni, what I have found, so on YouTube, Joni asked about like white tissue for packages, gift bags, things like that. I have found it will work if your ink pad or if you're using paint isn't real wet. I have found the tissue paper sticks to my stamp more than like the parchment paper, the Jelly Arts parchment paper, or this, which is my favorite, I have to say. This rice paper is amazing. Okay, so now look how that just kind of toned down, right? Compared to how it was when I first started. Now, we're going to do a journal page, and again, I'm going to jump on this week and paint something on it because I want to tell you a little bit more about, I know with the storm and everything, we got a little bit sidetracked, but I do have an art and art journaling membership group. And so like I said, the page that I created online with you guys was this cool one. But I do love to create in my art journal instead of having to find, 1,000 different surfaces. My membership group is open. We create 3 to 4 times a month, everything from mixed media, flowers of the month. These are just a few of the pages we've created, and then some others. This was our latest one we created, and it has gorgeous metallics on it. Can you see that on the butterfly? And that was one of the butterflies from the Nature Reserve. But next month in May is all about mixed media. So in May, we're doing Mixed Media May. My membership group, I would say, is more art journaling, decorative painting, mixed media, all rolled into one with a lot of fun and a lot of great cheerleaders and like-minded people that want to get together and create. So this is one of the pieces we're going to create using a lot of found objects. And then we're also going to be creating some pages in a board book. Now, this is a board book from the Dollar Tree. And using gesso and paints and stamps and stencils and everything else. Everyone's going to have their own unique book. As you can see, O is for outside. So again, great little segue into, like I said, my membership group. You can find out more information on that on my website. We'd love to have you. You can join monthly or yearly. And you can cancel at any time. And if you cancel, or if you join monthly and you go, I should have joined yearly, you can always switch that as well. So I am going to put this one in my book so that I don't lose it. This is the Grumbacher In and Out journal. I don't have one handy without the cover painted, but you can get them everywhere. But Walmart, probably the cheapest. So let's find a page. I do like to create on both sides, but I've been bad about that lately. So basically you just pinch the ends. And if you have a journal that your pages don't come out, on one of the last videos I did, and you can find it on my YouTube channel, I showed you how you can create an in and out journal. Okay, so very steampunky, right, Terry? I love it. Miss the beginning, rice paper on canvas or wood panel? Pat, it's on a wood panel. Alrighty. So, hi Sherry from Kansas. Thanks for being here. All right. Thank you, Faye. I love having you in the group along with all the other amazing ladies. We have so much fun, don't we? Okay. Now this is just a journal page. It has nothing on it. The other side was our, last month, the flower of the month was violets. So we did a page on violets. But what I want to show you on here is that you can create right on your journal page. I'm going to ink this stamp pad up because it's dry. We're going to create right on here, and I do want my image to be a little bit darker so that I can show you how to like tone it down, push it into the background. So again, we're going to use these same stamps that I just got in. I'm a little obsessed with all of them. And hello, Sandy. Seriously. So I know what I'm going to put there. And again, when you do this, you want to go all different directions. Okay, does that not want ink on there? Let's put... And so I'm kind of going to be doing like that triangle of design. All right, just put it down. Okay. Then what we'll use... Now I've showed on the, like I said, the other collage video I did, oh gosh, it's been several months. I showed you how to use paint on your stamps. And so you definitely can use paint. Different inks I love. I just got, well, no, I didn't just get it. I just found it. It's been in my stash forever. But this cactus green stays on ink, and they have gold and all different colors. So it doesn't have to be black, whatever color you want to put in the background. Okay, and we'll do that direction. And let's use this one. I really do like this one. Washed, let's see, acid wash for speeding up something. I just think it's cool. Little stamp. And the thing on here, like when you use that block where I showed you how to heat it up, of course, anything with words on it's going to be reversed. So I wouldn't recommend it with a stamp that has words on it, but certainly an image that it doesn't matter, you know, if the words are reversed. Okay, so remember I said I had a plan there? I do. I do. Oh, Sherry D's, awesome. Did you see on the post I did yesterday, you won one of the giveaways? Sherry D's, make sure you look at that and send me your mailing address. I will get that off to you. So look how cool. Again, just overlap. I'm just going to start filling in. But again, I kind of start with that design triangle, elements of 3, and I want to get out. I haven't used any of the moss yet. I do love this one. Doesn't that look like almost like a Social Security card, the top of it, for my American friends? So let's do this one. And again, just play, create, have fun, let happen, what happens, happen. I should have moved the pad with no ink in it away, but I did not. So again, just partial. You don't need the whole thing. It can just be a partial image. Alrighty. And I am going to use this one because I like it, but what does that one say? Enclosure. Do that one. and some butterflies. So as I'm doing this, y'all think too, when you're seeing it come together, what you would like to see me paint on this page. I will be jumping back on sometime this week. I will have to post it because I have a busy week, but I'd like to jump on and share with you guys what I painted on it, and then also on that wood canvas panel. And I will go back and answer any questions. Did you get the ink off of your hands? Oh, Peg, hand sanitizer. This is my go-to. Hello. It's why my hands look like they're 100 years old too, because I'm bad about not putting lotion on afterwards. But not going to be worried about that. What's my... Tracy Moreau says, neatness doesn't count. Perfection is to be avoided at all cost, right? So we don't have a perfect image there, and that's okay. I'm going to put a not perfect image there. And then just play. Let's get this stamped up. Now, the thing with rubber stamps, the very first time you use it, like I mentioned, ink sticks to ink better. So if you are inking up your stamp and you want to make sure that it is good to go, take a scrap piece of paper, stamp your image, go back, restamp with ink, and the ink is going to stay better on your stamp. Okay? All right, so done with that. Now, let's see. Do I have, well, I don't have my stencil, but I'm going to use this little chipboard piece. Let's see how this works. So I'm going to take some of the ink, go around it. I do have this ViewMaster as a stencil on my website. And then we had some chipboard made as well. Ooh, kind of loving that. But it needs a little fill in, so we'll take, what are we gonna do? We'll do that houndstooth, since that's the only stencil I grabbed. We'll do a little there. So again, I'm just loading my brush up with a little bit of ink. Always great to test it somewhere before you go there to make sure it's not too dark. All right, I have to get my other stencil. Sorry. It wasn't that far away, but always seems like a mile when I have to walk across the room and I'm live. But this is my favorite. This is the Tim Holtz Flora stencil, and I love the movement. Don't forget, you can flip your stencils over. Use the other side so that things flow the opposite direction, if that's how that stencil is. Okay, so let's get a little there. And again, overlapping, creating your own custom collage paper or background for a journal page. So what I'm going to do now is leave that. We'll let it set for just a minute. Jessica Killeran, thank you so much for the stars. I greatly appreciate it. I know the World's Kitchen will as well. Thank you so much. She will help you learn to draw. She breaks it down. Thank you, Janet. I do. So, right, Sandra Schmidt? Totally agree. So what Janet mentioned was she'll even show you how to draw things. So I don't have all of my journals handy because I really wasn't going to talk a lot about it tonight, but my membership group is still open. The doors will close very soon. But I do like to break things down instead of just saying, okay, here's the pattern, we're going to do this. I show you shapes within things. So, you know, like a triangle. There's a triangle right there. When you can see shapes in the design of something, the drawing, the makeup of something, it's much easier to draw it. It does take practice. I did not know how to draw, but I can draw now because I see the way I paint it, if that makes sense. So drawing came later. All right, so now this page is fine. It's a little dark. So if I wanted to paint something on it, I would be competing with that background. So again, one thing I love to do is to take that gesso. Oh, Peggy, you're so welcome. I always love to share what I love and what I love to do. So, okay, so again, I'm going to do 1/2 so that you guys can see how that gesso does not cover, but it takes down, pushes in the background, that page background, right? What we just stamped on with that ink and stenciled on with that ink is now a little subdued. I could continue to do another layer if I want to. I'm just going to go ahead and do the whole thing. And like I said, I will look at suggestions of what you want me to paint on this week. I'm thinking some kind of flower, probably. But I do love the way that tones that down, takes it down, you know, a couple notches. Again, that's one wash of gesso. I could dry it. Sometimes I've gone back and done as much as 3 washes, depending on how dark the ink or paint is. Even after you add color, if you add color and you're like, ugh, it's just so in your face, I need a barrier between it, do a wash of gesso. And the thing I love about this gesso is it's a little thicker than normal, than most gessos, and I love that because I can run it through a stencil and it's going to hold its shape. Okay. Now, one thing I do with my pages on when I finish is I varnish them. So when I'm working on the other side, I will continually look to make sure I don't have anything on the other side. Any unwanted color, etc. So Kathy Pruitt, so I'm using, Sherry, I'm using the Media Line Gesso. I do carry this. To me, it's one of the best gessos on the market. And yes, I do water it down. Is there a difference in gesso? There is. This one's a little on the thicker side. There are some that are very watery. When you try and put that through a stencil, it does not hold up very well. So let me just show you. I'm going to take a palette knife. And let's find an area maybe right here, because I'm not real keen on that, although something would cover it that I painted. So I can use a palette knife, and I can put that right over my stencil. And it's going to keep its shape. Okay, see that? It's not going to run. It'll keep a nice shape because it's a little on the thicker side. It can be painted over. You definitely want to wash off your stencils. I like to take the edges, just kind of take that away. Okay. And then with that triangle of design in mind, I probably would put a little down here. All right. So, and then just leave that to dry, and then you can paint right over it. But how cool is that? And that's something else I do when I'm working in my art journal is I'll create on my page, and then I go back to the very first things that I used in my background, and I will bring them back almost like the top layer or finishing little something might be one of these stamps, might be some gesso, or like this stencil design, just to bring it so you can see a faint in the background, but you see it more in the foreground. And it's one reason I absolutely love mixed media, is that you can just play and create. The Tim Holtz stencil, Nancy, so this one is Flourish. It is on my website. It's just gorgeous. So on my website under M Square Stencils and More, you'll find that stencil along with some others. Okay, and this dries pretty quick too. I don't want to sit here and force it too much, but unlike modeling paste would be a little bit thicker, a little bit longer to dry. And again, guys, look at that. Look how cool that is, that you can still see the background, but you have this really cool raised design from that stencil. I love that. So I'm going to see if it's dry. Oop, got a little wet there because I do want to put some paint on it before we stop. Hi, Laura. Flourish, yes, Flourish stencil, Flourish. I have it on sale, and then also if you use that coupon code ART, all capitals, you will get a discount on top of the sale price. Thank you, Peggy. Yeah, I use that Flourish stencil a lot. I just saw, I can see an apple blossom pink branch, I know, and a small bird on a branch. Yvonne, you must be reading my mind a little, because I've had that on my mind today. Cherry blossoms, actually. What varnish do you use? All right, great question, Peg. Let me show you. Alrighty, so this is my go-to favorite varnish ever. Unfortunately, I think it was 2 years ago when the pandemic hit, wasn't being produced, and I'm not sure that they're producing this one any longer. It is my go-to favorite. But you can also get the Soft Touch Varnish. DecoArt has that in the DuraClear line, and then also in the Decor, it's in a bigger jar. But Soft Touch Varnish, I don't use gloss because I live in the South and it's hot, and it will, the pages stick together. But this is what I want you to understand too. Whether it's this, whether it is, you know, something like this. Again, it's on paper. However, you can take this and put it on wood. There's a perforated edge right there. You could cut off the tabs and decoupage that onto a piece of wood if you wanted to. Or take the lessons that I share in my membership group, and you can do them right on any surface you want. We also have quarterly Zoom class, and we have a Zoom class at the end of this month. We're painting a funky mixed media rooster. And we have a guest artist. The first hour of the class is going to be Marco Aguilar doing some, showing us how to create some water movement and other things. Okay, so I'm dying to use this color. Fuchsia Pop. All right, new DecoArt color. I'm just going to take my big brush, and I do want to get my page wet. So I'm going to just use a mister, little spritzer bottle from the Dollar Tree. And let's take our big brush, pick up some paint. Oh, that's pink. That's pretty, 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 pretty in pink, right? Okay, now remember, I want to look at my other side, make sure I'm not getting it on anything. And I can wipe it off later, but it's best to wipe it off. And again, you want to make sure your page is varnished. Now I'm going to take this baby wipe, and I'm just going to help it along. Oh, that color is beautiful. Wow. All right, and then let's use, this is crystal blue. We also have blue raspberry. I'm thinking blue raspberry. Oh, yeah. Robin said, now you have a lot of stencils and stamps to clean, right? Yes, and I'm really bad about cleaning my, my both. I'm really bad about cleaning my both. Okay. Ugh. So this is the blue raspberry. I do have a code. I will have to go and look, and I'll put it in the description. But I do have a code that when you order from DecoArt, you'll be able to get 20% off your purchase. So I will make sure to post that in the description when we get done. I had it on my other video that unfortunately got stopped. Alrighty, I think I need a little more pink. And again, not sure what I'm going to paint on here, but those colors are sitting here staring at me and screaming at me. Does that happen to y'all when you're creating in your studio? The products start talking to you and yelling at you to do something with them. They want to be used, all right? So if you like to hoard it, believe me, I like to have everything, but I also like to use it. All right. Yes, those baby wipes are amazing. They are Betty. These are 2 of the new colors. So I'm just going to take a paper towel because I already have a little bit of water on that background. I don't want to take too much of that color, but I love how it made a purple. And then you can also, I just picked up some on my paper towel. All righty. So let's dry that real quick. Actually, let's not, because I think I'm gonna, were they saying use me? Were they saying use me? Yes, Suzanne, they were. They yell at me often, like, take me out of this drawer. I want to be used. No, the colors are sitting there and I'm just like, oh my God, I want to like brush them out. I said I was going to brush them out for y'all. Okay, so this is metallic luster. If you saw my last live that I did, I showed you how I love to take the metallic lusters, which is like a rub and buff type product. It is a paste, but you can make it into a liquid. Now, look at that gorgeous metallic. Oh, it's gorgeous. And I'm just going to take another brush and I'm going to tap it on. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's do a little there. Okay, I'm going to let it sit for a minute. Now, once you do that, you want to let that water absorb a little. Take a clean paper towel and just blot it, because it will mildew if you put a whole bunch of liquid in there, and we don't want that, okay? So I carry the white frost because it's my favorite color. And I'm out, but I just got my new shipment in. So now I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm just going to lightly touch it. This is just going to soften the look. Oh my goodness gracious. I love that champagne ice. Especially with those colors. Kind of cotton candy colors, right? So look at that shimmer. See if I can get that. Maybe right there. Okay. And again, that raised bit from the gesso and that background that we did with stamps and stencils. Easy, 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 right? Okay. So what do you think I should paint on that this week? And I will definitely come back and paint something. And then on this piece, haven't added color yet, but we'll probably do a little mixed media something on there. We'll see, actually. Let's do this. Since I went and grabbed that stencil, let's do a little ink on here, because I know I'm going to add more, but I'll add a little bit right now. And again, nothing solid or perfect, just a little hint of that design. Okay. So with mixed media, all about layers. And if you are struggling and fighting with the layer below it, then a wash of gesso is going to be your best friend to get that to tone down. So just to kind of recap, I do have the stencil brushes as a giveaway tonight. Again, a 1-inch, 3/4, and a 3/8. So like, comment, share, and the next live I do this week, sharing and showing what I'm gonna paint on one of these, I will do the drawing for a winner. Oh, Yvonne, okay, we are in sync today, because that has also been on my radar to paint this week. Delphiniums, daisies, that's the flower of this month. Tulips, ooh, thank you, Elena. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Well, thank you for an hour of your time. Thanks for joining me today and putting up with our little, where is my mouse? Snafu in the beginning. Ooh, bird bath. I agree with Liz Daisies. All right. We'll have to see. Those look like nice brushes. Joni, they're amazing. They're my favorite stencil brushes. I know Janet Grope, I know they're your favorite. There's so many of my friends' favorites. And you know, I'm a big, huge believer in, if a brush feels right, it's the right brush, okay? I have many friends that use other brushes, and that's fine. I want people to use what works for them. I know what works best for me. And that's what I will always share, is what I love and what works best for me. And the Dynasty brushes are my favorite. So I really need new stencil brushes. I'm not very happy with the ones I have now. Yes, I used to use some not so great ones. And these really are the best. So love being able to, thank you, Lana. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. Okay, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. I will look at all the comments, answer anything I need to. Thank you guys so much on Facebook for those that left the stars. Greatly appreciate that. And like I said, that will be going to the World's Kitchen charity, and just appreciate y'all doing that. So have a good night. I will be back on this week. I'm going to drop probably last minute what time and day I'm going to be on, because I have a lesson with my group. And again, any information you want to find out about my membership group, you can find it right there on my website, sandymcteerdesigns.com. Click on the membership tab, and it will give you information, but you can also email me, and I'm happy to share any information with you. Also, while you're there, you can look at some testimonials from my members in the membership group, and we have a ton of fun. We have a lot of fun. May is Mixed Media May. June is going to be all about color, mixing colors you have that maybe you've not used in a while, different ways to use color, different ways to layer colors. So anyway, have a fantastic Monday. Have a fantastic week. Get out those brushes, Dynasty brushes if you have them, and your favorite paint, and create. All right? Talk to y'all later. Thanks for being here. Bye.